This world is such a dumb, depressing place. I just thought about making this video off the cuff because I was thinking about how stupid this world is and felt like making a video. I know no one's really going to see this because, YouTube's flooded with AI now. So, they don't really push out videos like this anymore. But I just always think about how stupid this world is and how competitive it is and how if you point this out, you're the bad guy. Even with a simple example like this video, if you watch this video, that means that you're not watching some other person's video. And, even things like, how do I say, everything you do, you're essentially taking away from someone else. So there's a barbershop near where I live and a new barbershop opened up. Obviously I haven't gone to it, you can tell my hair, it's not really cut, but theoretically, there's a barbershop that's near where I live. And then a new barbershop's just opened up and then they're stealing the customers from, stealing, it's capitalism and it's fair competition and all. Well, it's not fair at all, but I'll get to that later. But then, they have this barbershop for years and then suddenly a new person just comes in with money and opens up a business, then you're screwed, right? Yeah, sure, some people will still stay, but it's just, they undercut each other and then over time they lose business. And that's the thing, like people love to say, but it's fair competition, the fair market, the free market. Honestly, I've been around rich people and it's not fair at all. Because when you run a business or do anything, even on YouTube, I'm competing with people that have full-on studios and script writers and producers and all the big one is keyword research tools. Those things help apparently a lot. I need to start using those, to be honest, rather than just being a unique dude who talks. But it's not a fair playing field. You're competing with someone who doesn't have to worry about money, or you're competing with people who have they might have a whole bunch of acting experience, or you don't know who you're competing with in this world. And so it's not really a fair competition. It's really just a fight to get to the top. In the business world, I've known people, there's another person, I haven't spoken about this guy, but he's friends with that group I was talking about in the other video. He comes from a really wealthy family from another country who migrated to Australia and they sold all their businesses in this foreign country and came to Australia. So they've obviously got a lot of cash. And the father was practically begging the son to go into business with him. Oh, please, I'll start any business you want. I'll start it, I'll run it, we can do it. I just got, I was so jealous. Imagine just being born and your father goes to you, hey, I have a lot of money and I'll start any business you want. I'll do all the work. It's just the kid didn't even want to do it. He's a really funny guy. He actually made YouTube at one point. It was really funny. But I just thought, wow, he just lives in this world where his father just will run a business. So what, if I was to run a business, I'd be competing with someone like him, right? Obviously he's my friend, but it's an example. And so just so much of this world is competitive. It's just based on luck and, that's the other thing. You don't choose your attributes, right? So I'm good at certain things like marketing, sales, psychology, but I'm terrible when it comes to software. It's terrible. But one of my friends is really good with software and he started a software company. And I just thought I don't choose to be the way I am. I'm just good at some things and bad at other things. And you watch a lot of make money online videos and they all talk about selling stuff on Amazon or eBay or starting a YouTube channel or whatever. And you're just assuming that that person's able to replicate what you do. When I tried to sell on eBay, I wasn't sure, what products would sell. I mean, it's like, even if you do the keyword research, I don't really know what's going to sell, as opposed to some experienced businessman who's, or businesswoman who's been, selling for years and years and years. It's competitive. And a guy that I know, he was from a family that did manufacturing and they made a lot of money doing this. And this was 20 years ago. And he told me, maybe 10 years ago, he said this to me. He said, now eBay is saturated with products from China. He said you couldn't do that now, right? So what I'm trying to say is whenever there's any gap in the market, someone will just come in and fill it. So it's just so competitive and it's so depressing in this world. And this isn't just capitalism or business, and just in general. Just, I've had many times in life where, I say it's I've been on the receiving end of love triangles and I've also been in love triangles. So I know what it's like to be on both ends. I remember I once went out rock climbing. And rock climbing is really awesome, by the way. And if you're wanting to build muscle, rock climbing will make your forearms extremely strong, by the way, which is good for combat sports. But anyway, I digress again. I went rock climbing with this, this was years ago. This was, 2018 or so. I don't know, a long time ago. For me, that's a long time ago. And I wanted to go out with this woman. So then she sort of, didn't want to go out with me, but she wanted to also go rock climbing with me. Because I don't want to just do a date. I want to actually do something fun and get to know someone. It's more fun that way. It's more also, if it doesn't work out, no pressure, So I don't really like dinner dates unless it's you're about to become boyfriend, girlfriend type thing. But anyway, so I invite this woman out And then so she is like, oh, this guy likes her. So she sort of wanted to go out rock climbing. So she had this genius idea that she'd invite her sister, who's conventionally very attractive. Her sister is, most people would think her sister is very attractive. She looks like a model. I'm not necessarily into like model looks, but she looked like an actual model. And so she invites the sister, who happens to like me, right? Okay. But then I like the original woman. This is the thing. I'm not, yeah. And so then the sister, the original person, she invites this other guy to come, right? To sort of like distract me from her, I guess. I don't know. And so this guy who I just was invited, he likes the model that I was just talking about. I hope this love triangle thing, it's really four, it really should be a love square. It's like 4 people. And so then, this guy comes and he likes the model, and then the model likes me, and then the sister who I like doesn't like me. So it's like this weird, I don't know, like it's like a line of people that all like each other. Anyway, this person ends up getting married, and she's just had twins, the model. So good for her. But she nearly died in childbirth, according to a Facebook post I saw, which, ridiculous. And then, they're religious people. So they were like, oh God, it's a miracle. And I just thought like, wow, so you nearly die in childbirth. And I don't know, I've studied anthropology, and the human body is terrible for childbirth. I mean, if women squat, in some native cultures, you can squat and apparently that's better for childbirth, but the human body is actually not that great, to be honest. I've injured my spine wrestling and, knees get sore and I don't know. It's so easy in this world to just be in pain. It's just so easy. It's really, really hard to be happy in this world, I find. I mean, maybe these 9-to-5ers that love working, maybe I'm missing, maybe I should, whatever the heck they're doing, I'm doing something wrong. But it's so easy to be depressed. Like, it's really easy to wake up and have a horrible day. It's completely easy. It's easy to have a bad sleep. It's easy to, feel sick and bad and horrible. But to have a good day is very, very hard. I'm probably about to go off and try something new now. I'm going to try something called yoga lattes. It's like yoga with Pilates, and then something called Zumba. I'm going to maybe go in like an hour to this thing. I'm not sure if I'll go, but I'm going to try some new things. And, that might be fun. I used to dance, so this could be fun. But, give it a break from all the martial arts. But, it might go well, it might go badly. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just more likely than not, I'll probably just feel crap. And usually after a lot of exercise, I feel sad and I feel tired and I feel fatigued. And it's so easy to feel crap in this world. It's so easy. We don't have people, I said this when I was younger a lot, you have people that have mega depression like me. I'm very sad. You can't tell, but I have it. If you sort of knew me, you'd see what I mean, but I have mega depression. And you don't hear stories of people that are just so happy they can't function. Oh, I'm just so happy I can't function. Oh, I wake up every day and I'm just too happy to function. Like, you don't hear that. In this world, that doesn't exist. That's why it's the wrong planet. It's a stupid planet. People don't wake up and go, oh, I'm just so happy. That doesn't happen. But being depressed, I think there's I don't know how to say this. I think there's 1 million people per year. I think I'm getting this right, the numbers. I think it's globally 1 million with an M, million people decide to, I have to be very careful what I say here, but maybe they, I'm purposely censoring this, they purposely maybe decide not to be play the human game. Maybe think of it like that. They don't participate in the world, in the globe. I don't know if I can still get censored. Some of my videos are getting 0 views, so I think I might be being censored, or my videos is crap. I actually have no idea. Nor do I care. Well, I sort of care a little bit, but I don't know. Oh, I don't even know. It's just you don't see people in this world. It's like people use substances, right? People, I don't know if this will censor me, but people use substances to try and feel happy, and it's like that should just be proof of itself that the world is crap. The fact that 1 million people don't want to play the game per year. And there's probably, I could say probably maybe heaps of times more would want to maybe do that. And the fact that 1 million people per year actively decide that, this little thing is not for me, that's proof in itself that this world is messed up. This world, I might make another video about this. This world is like a casino that everyone is winning except for you. It's like you go online and everyone's making all this money online. All the people are traveling, everyone's doing all these things, and you're just here trying to make money and it doesn't work, You see all these people have a successful career and that. Not that I want a career, but I want to make money. I'm a business person, to be honest. But it's just like, you think, wow, it just seems like everyone's doing so well. I don't know how to explain this. Even people that aren't traditionally doing well, they seem to at least be happier than me. I don't know. I'm missing something for sure. People that are really poor, they seem to have lots of, I don't know. even those people that aren't doing well seem to have at least, connections to people and stuff where, I don't know. This modern world we talked about in anthropology. The modern world is basically showing you the whole world online, and then you're just here going, wow. It sort of messes with the human psychology because, 100 years ago, you just lived in your wherever you were born, and just sort of, you had your life, and then that was that, and traveling was a bit easier. It's hard to say how it would have been back then, but basically humans, we live in this really hyperinflated world where people can just go online and, the world just seems, I see this all the time. I'm actively studying, a lot of things online. And you see these people and they make one video on YouTube and it blows up and they get all millions of, and you think, okay, what are they doing? I analyze, I'm intelligent, so I analyze this shit. I go, what are they doing? What is good about, I just don't, I'm a weird person. I don't understand why people, whatever. I'm just going on and, it doesn't really matter if I rant because it's just a video. It doesn't actually matter. I don't think anyone's going to watch this, to be honest. But if my awesome subscriber watches, thank you very much. But yeah, I just think this world's so horrible. The analogy I always give is imagine being in a World War I trench and artillery is just shelling you and, it's horrible. And I've listened to a lot of those war stories and it sounds genuinely horrifying. Or, in Ukraine or whatever's going on, that stuff. And imagine just being there and saying, being conscripted, because, you just get conscripted and that's apparently a thing people do, like slavery, but you get conscripted and then you're just like, I hate life, this is horrible. You look at the videos of the modern people in that zone, they look very depressed, to be honest. It looks very depressing, that place they're in. I don't want to say anything because I'm not censoring, talk about those topics, but you see those drone footage and it just looks so depressing. Imagine if you got up and said, you know what, I find this depressing, I want to leave. No, you're the bad guy, you should want to stay here and, get yourself, buy one of those drones, You're the bad guy, how dare you? People flee the countries because they don't want to get, conscripted. And people flee certain, I think there was a law where men couldn't leave, I don't know. And then you're the bad guy. So, and even just talking about this conflict, it's someone's going to say, oh, this or that, or everything's politicized in the modern world. Everything's just, I remember when I was younger, it was sort of like a no-no to talk about politics and religion unless it was like a, that type of discussion because it was just such a touchy topic. But now everyone's got an opinion and everyone just thinks things and has opinions and it's all based on what everyone else around them is thinking. And I just find this world to be mega depressing. This world is actually a shit world. What I hate the most about this world is how everyone pretends it's a good world. It's not a good world at all. It's a shit world. And if we could just be like, hey, this is not a very nice world. As a species, why don't we at least try to make it better for people? Why don't we, we can't fix every mental health problem because this world is by definition insane as it is. Why can't we at least as a species not have homeless? That's not too much to ask. It's not, many people smarter than me believe this can be solved. But, no one cares about them. Well, not many people care about them. And so society just eats itself up. You watch videos like documentaries about animals and, the lion will attack another lion and you think, well, people think, oh, what dumb animals, we'd never do that. It's like, no, humans are just overdeveloped apes. I studied primatology and anthropology, so I know very well humans are just emotional. And even I studied marketing as well, worked in marketing. Marketing's just a way to exploit people. It's just a way to exploit emotions and sales. It's all exploitative. If you actually look into capitalism, marketing, it's basically just exploiting people to feel crap about themselves to buy stuff. I'm not even out here saying, oh, this or that. I'm just telling you what I've seen. I'm not even out here with an agenda. I'm not going to say, oh, this is the system. All systems are shit. Life is shit, to be honest. Unless you're at the top. That's how I view it. Because I've seen the top. I know how they live. I know what they do. It's great, to be honest. All the things that I regularly rant about on this channel would pretty much be mostly fixed if I just had money, I've seen friends that, that things that would affect a normal person, they don't have to deal with basically. And it really, really gets me down, to be honest. And you're not allowed to talk about these things apparently. So I thought, screw it, I'll just make a video and see if it resonates with anybody, which I doubt it will, but well, I think one person liked it, so I'm very happy about that. But I just get very depressed, so I sort of, feel, when you're depressed, you sort of, you feel more heavy about stuff, So I do really appreciate anyone who comments and subscribes, especially that really awesome person. That really helps me to have motivation because I probably wouldn't have made more videos for ages, But yeah, I think I might wrap this up. I'm sort of just experimenting with formats and I don't know. We'll see what happens with this channel. But if anyone's watching this, let me know and comment something interesting. And it's fun to reply to comments. I really like the comments. Yeah. Thank you very much, and have a great day or night.